Hey, what is up guys, Tava here, and today I'm going to be checking out the Moza Mini Mi, which is just another 3-axis gimbal for your phone, and I've reviewed several of those already, so on this one I'm just going to focus on what sets it apart from the other gimbals. And on the box to the gimbal it actually labels several things that they want you to see that's different about this gimbal, so those are the ones I'm going to be focusing on that set the Mini Mi apart. In this review, I'm still going to show sample footage to show how the gimbal actually works because that's really important if you want to buy it, but you should pretty much expect it to work like every other phone gimbal out there, which is very well and keeps your footage smooth. Like I said, all these phone gimbals are really similar and this one is no exception. You can see the shape is very similar to almost all the other ones. It's a little bit different in how you hold it, a little bit wider here, but very similar. On the box, the first feature listed is wireless charging, which is a really cool feature that I think more gimbals should have. Basically, the plate that you put your phone on right here has wireless charging capabilities. So if you have a new phone like an iPhone 8, Samsung Galaxy S8, one of those phones, you can wirelessly charge while you're filming on this gimbal. And all these things I'm going to talk about are laid out really nicely in the user manual, but basically to turn this on you just press the power button twice and it starts charging. The second thing the box mentions that is unique is called intelligent control, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it indicates this little dial scroll wheel right here, which has a lot of functionality and can be customized in different ways. However, it's not quite as self-explanatory as other gimbals, so I did have to look at the user manual to figure out how to change modes on this thing. But basically the scroll wheel allows you to change between modes on the gimbal as well as control the phone app like zooming in and looking at your previous videos. The third thing mentioned on the box is called Inception Mode, which can be accessed by pressing the top button 3 times. It's a really cool stylistic technique that is possible since the gimbal rotates in 360 degrees on this one axis. So basically the gimbal faces forward and spins around itself, creating a really cool shot. And I know other gimbals have it, but that's just a cool feature that this one advertises. The next thing it mentions is the built-in camera app, which isn't really built-in, it's an app you have to download, but it's pretty cool. You can download and try the app without even having the gimbal, but basically it has manual controls, different ways to set the white balance and exposure, different camera modes, different resolutions, and when it's connected to Bluetooth you have a lot of different customizations you can do through the gimbal. So like I mentioned, from the gimbal you can actually zoom in or zoom out and start recording and do things like that. I actually think this is one of the best phone camera gimbal apps that I've seen yet. The next thing mentioned on the box is called track shooting, which is basically camera tracking where you select a point on your phone and the gimbal just tracks that one spot no matter what. Again, most of the phone gimbals have these, it's just a really cool feature that allows for different shot types. The last thing mentioned on the box is live streaming. So all of these gimbal companies are Chinese and live streaming is a big thing in China as well as in other places. You can loosen the back screw here and flip the phone holder 90 degrees so you have it in a vertical mode so it can live stream in a vertical perspective. It's not a huge feature, but it's a thing that a lot of people want to see in these gimbals. A few more basic things that most gimbals have but should be noted on this one is it has a 1/4 inch screw on the bottom for mounting to a tripod. On the back it has the micro USB port so you can charge it, and up here you have a way that you can change the way that the gimbal is looking. Also a really cool feature on this gimbal is that over here it shows the charge of the gimbal. So all the way at the top is 70 to 100% charged, and then 30 to 70, and then 0 to 30. And on the other side it shows based on a light pattern that you can see in your user manual what mode the gimbal is on. So that's about it for the main features of the gimbal. It's not that different from most others, but it has some unique features. Anyway, so you can see how smooth it is. Here are some test shots that I took using this gimbal.
Summer's end, and you feel that this is your beginning. Will colors fade, but it's okay. There is good in changes. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones. And be wild, 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 wild.
So basically for $110 this is a good gimbal just like any of the others. What sets it apart is some of the special features it has, along with it only being $110. So if you want to purchase this gimbal, I'll leave a link in the description below. Anyway, that's it for today. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.